Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about revenue share versus profit share. What's the difference? How much more do you make? You really need to know these numbers. Now, before I get into that too much, I want to ask you a question. If you had the ability to make an additional $30,000 to $50,000 more per year doing what you're already doing, selling real estate, don't you think you would want to know about it? You bet you would. Now, I know the formula. I'm going to share that formula with you today. And we're really going to be talking about the revenue share side of eXp Realty. That's where our focus is going to be. Behind me on this whiteboard, I've already written out some of the formula. So let's begin. How agents earn more with eXp Realty? It's a really big question. And I want you to really look at this word here. It's called capped. Because these numbers over here, the 2,800, the 3,200, the 2,000, they have great meaning and they all tie into this capped term. Okay? So let's just say this is line 1, line 2, and line 3. Line 1, each one of these circles with the number 1 in it represent a capped agent. Now, if I take 2,800, because remember, eXp is rewarding me $2,800 per capped agent per year. Got it? So 2,800 times 5 is 14,000. That's what eXp gives me to grow the company. What's your broker giving you to grow his company? Remember, we're an independent company, eXp. Now, those 5 agents talk to 5 agents, and in this square box, you're going to see the number 3,200, 5 agents in the square box. 3,200 times 5 is 16,000. So are you telling me that eXp is still going to give me something off of a second line and I may not even know those people? Yes, that's exactly what I'm telling you. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? So for growing the company, these 5 here brought 5, which means I get 3,200. Isn't that neat? Now, you add these 2 numbers up right here, you get 30,000, don't you? So remember the question I asked you? What if you could make an additional 30 to 50,000? I just showed you how you can make 30. There's no tricks. There's no gimmicks. This is a real business plan. You know, when I was looking at eXp Realty, I was a KW girl, right? But I looked at eXp and I saw this revenue share plan. And I was like, this is so much different. Because at Keller Williams, the broker's at the top and the agent's at the bottom. So everything that I was paying in was taking care of all those expenses for the broker. Well, at eXp, we don't have those brick and mortar expenses like a lot of franchise real estate companies do. So we don't have the salaries, we don't have the leases, we don't have the overhead of office expenses. So what eXp founder Glenn Sanford did, he said, you know what? That 20% that agent pays into the company, I'm going to split that in 2 different pots. And here's what he did. He takes and he splits that and he puts 10% over here and he puts the other 10% over here. The 10% over here is actually for overhead. The other 10% is for agents. Think about that. Does your broker set 10% aside to give back to you? Mine does. It's a beautiful thing. Now, right now, before I go into line 3, I want to make sure that you're liking, you're sharing, you're subscribing, and you're hitting that bell icon because it's really important that you get future videos, okay? So let's go back to line 3 because I want to finish this for you. So the number 2,000 is line 3. So not only am I getting line 1, line 2, but these 5 agents talk to 10. and 10 signed up, and over the course of the year, they all capped. How much money did I make extra off of line 3? 2,000 times 10 is 20,000, right? You add those numbers together, $50,000. Now, I don't know about you, but $50,000 is a lot of money. What could you do with an additional $50,000? Let's talk about it. Got a mortgage? Most of us do. Car payments? What about kids that are in college education? Tuition's a big deal, right? What about medical bills? What about vacations? Those dream vacations. And then put the rest away, you know? This is every year, year after year after year. Now, if you are an agent that is a building mentality, I have included a download of what we call a benefits package. And make sure you stay to the end because you're going to get that link. Now, one last thing I want to talk about is all this money, this $50,000 that I made this year, that goes and can become willable to my estate. If something would happen to my husband and I, God forbid, it does happen though, doesn't it? I have all this passive income laying. I would much rather that goes to my children versus it going back to EXP. So EXP has set up a way for us to will that to our future generations. I don't know about you, I don't know anybody else that does that. And again, that's going back to that benefits package that we have set aside for you. So make sure that you stay tuned and get the link. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and click on that bell icon for future videos. And if you're interested in learning more how you can become part of our international team who offers you 22 free coaches, everything from lead gen, productivity, social media, as well as over 50 hours of live free training every week. Check out everything you're missing in our benefits package link below. Your career depends on it.